Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Let's Play Morrowind, with a guest starring Cliff Racer in the background as well, which is nice. Not really. We've rested. It's now the following morning, so I got all my health and magicka and stuff back, which is nice. Because I was in a bit of a state when we came out of there, it has to be said. Anyway, so that is the ruin of Mazanch we were in previously, which we delved into, looking for treasure and other interesting curiosities. On our way to Molag Mar. We're on our way to Molag Mar because I needed something to do while we were training this guy. And going to Molag Mar and doing this Daedric quest for Mehrunes Dagon seemed like a grand idea, so, yeah. Speaking of training, I probably haven't been remembering to do this every single day, have I? Never mind. Let's try and improve weapon skills. Longblade. Is it true that in sword fighting, insults are more important than technique? Monkey Island. Oh, what a game. Anyway. Anyway. So, what are we doing? I'm trying to find water walking. That's what I'm doing. Right. So, you're probably watching this on Thursday. Probably if you're watching it just as it came out, because I stream on Wednesdays now. It's getting increasingly difficult for me to manage to record and upload Morrowind on a Wednesday. In addition to doing the stream later in the evening, it just takes too damn long to get everything. Well, not only play the episode itself, but also, it's mostly just comes down to the editing and the rendering's the big one. That takes ages. And then uploading. And trying to get that all done before the stream is always a bit of a problem, because it has to be done before the stream as well. I can't do it during the stream because my connection is unable to upload a video and stream at the same time without causing me all sorts of problems. So my internet's just not fast enough for that. So, usually what ends up happening lately, the last few weeks at least, I think, has been, I've ended up uploading Morrowind at like 3 in the morning or something on Thursday, and that's, it's not really what I intended, so I'm starting to think at this point what I really might as well just do is keep recording it and rendering it on Wednesdays, but I'll actually just upload it on Thursday. I'll just change the schedule. I'll just say that Morrowind's on Thursdays now, and there you go. I don't know, because then I've still got to do Total War on Friday, so that's not so much of a problem, because I don't stream on a Friday, so, Anyway, Rambling. Anyway, so it's the first of 2 episodes you'll be getting this week. We'll be getting another one on Sunday, another extra Morrowind episode on Sunday. Because Skyrim is finished now, and yes, that feels really weird to say, but Skyrim is finished now. Which means that... Hello, we've been in there before. I feel like we might have done, actually, but I'm not sure. Actually, no, I don't think we have. Because Skyrim is finished now, and I don't immediately have something to replace it with. You're just going to be getting a bit more Morrowind in the meantime. I'm sure very few of you will probably end up complaining as a result of that, mind you. So, since Morrowind is actually, to my surprise, more than anyone's, more popular than Skyrim is, based purely on viewer numbers, which is, that's surprising to me, but there it is. So yeah. I can tell you, for those of you who are interested, what probably will be next is, New Vegas will be coming back. I'm going to be doing the Honest Hearts DLC, I think, with New Vegas. However, it might be a little while before you see that, because my plan is to... Because I've never played Honest Hearts before. I've never played any of the New Vegas DLC before, even though I do love New Vegas. I never actually played its DLCs. I was always ended up far too busy with the main game, I never got around to doing the DLCs, but... Because I've never played it before, and I'm playing it blind, and I don't want any spoilers, what I am probably going to be doing is playing... most of, if not all of, the Honest Hearts DLC, and then I will upload it once I finish playing it. so that I don't get any spoilers from YouTube comments and things like that. I just want to experience the DLC totes blind, with no real idea of what I'm doing, and you know, without YouTube spoiling it for me. So, or giving me useful air quotes hints that end up spoiling things for me and stuff like that. I wanna experience it completely unhindered by backseating, shall we say. So therefore, what I'm going to do, almost certainly, is I'm basically just going to play the entire DLC, and then I'm only going to start uploading it once I've finished it, or at least once I've gotten most of the way through it, you know, far enough that people aren't really going to be able to spoil shit for me. So that's the plan anyway. So you'll probably get like a couple of weeks of, or maybe a few weeks, I don't know how long exactly, of just extra Morrowind episodes while I, you know, film that. So Propylons. I still don't think I have the official DLC installed for this that gives you the master index for the and the quest associated with it for these.
Do I care?
Do I care? I wonder if I should maybe install it. I mean, it's just, I don't know, because it's not. It is a method of fast travel at the end of the day, but it's not a very useful one because you have to get all the way out here to one of these fortresses to use them in the first place, you know. There are other better methods of fast travel. For example, the Telvanni platforms that come with Uvirith's Legacy, which is correctly installed now. Someone did point out in the comments a while ago, and luckily I managed to catch it, that Uvirith's Legacy wasn't actually installed properly because I wasn't the teleport platforms in some of the Telvanni towers weren't appearing. And I double checked in Rymash, and it turns out, yeah, the plugin wasn't activated for Uvirith's Legacy, and it is now, so that's fine, it works. I went and checked, I went to the Sadrith Mora Telvanni Council House and checked to see if the platform was there, and it is, so hooray. Anyway, so Mr. Allet over there just going for his afternoon walk. Look at him go. Plod, plod, plod. Life sucks when you don't have arms. Plod, plod. Anyway, so Telecero, upper level. We apparently haven't been here before because almost all the Dunmer strongholds have a map marker, and we hadn't discovered this one before. So this is brand new. Should be interesting. I'm debating whether or not to leave you outside at this point, to be honest, but we'll chance it, I suppose. I'm going to sneak at least before we go in. Never do bother to sneak. I always wrote off sneaking as being a kind of rubbish idea in this game. It just doesn't seem to work. See, he can't see me, but he can see Julan. And he's coming up here to attack Julan, I think. Well, no, he's just going to glitch out. You asshole. This is the 6th house base, isn't it? Ooh. I'm not sure we want to be here, Julan. We might get corpus disease. And there's a guy with a tentacle for a face. Yeah, I don't think we should be here, mate. This is a bad idea. These guys generally don't have much treasure anyway. They just cart around lumps of corpus meat in troughs and stuff. Oh, no, let's get out of here, mate. Let's go. I hope this might be full of, like, I don't know, undead or a bunch of necromancers or something. Or something. Or some... I don't know, anything but that lot. Good, that'll save us some time. We don't have to bother with this place, although I'm going to make a mental note that there's a bunch of 6th house loonies here. Possibly put up signs saying, turn back, don't go here. Although that'll probably just make it worse, because you know what adventurers are like. They see a sign labeled turn back, do not enter, and then the first thing they'll do is not turn back, and they will enter. So let's just continue on our way to Molag Ma, which should be like just across this way from us. So what's this region? Isn't this the Azura's Coast region? I can't remember exactly. Yeah, Azura's Coast region. One of the least visited regions in the game, I would imagine. Certainly by me, anyway. It's rare you have a reason to come down here, to be honest. The heck kind of animation is that supposed to be? A glitchy one, I suspect. Right, you know, if we're gonna be out here just murdering random mud crabs, I might as well use the long blade just to train it up a bit more. I don't really need any more short blade training at this point. Ancestral Tomb over there. Might as well go check it out. Oh yeah. Ah, now this place isn't guarded by undead, so. There's one knackered-looking skeleton. Half its ribs were missing. All right. Let's check this place out. What is this? The Reviro Ancestral Tomb. These almost always have good stuff in them, so. Oh, it's a vampire. Hello. I was about to say, you going to attack me or not? Right. Next one of you comes at me with that nonsense, I'm going to leech health straight back off you. I have horrific haemophilia, do I? No. Dire Painbolt Ring. Might as well. Done my skull, bone meal. Ancestor's Amulet. Oh, not bad. Oh. I'll soon sort this out. I said I'll soon sort this out. I said! What level 10, for God's sake?
Seize him.
Oh, failed spell? Really? Oh, come on. Why are you... That's better. Ugh, what is with my spellcasting today? I just absorb health with Julan.
Careful with that.
Yeah, I'm trying to be. Alright. Why do you have a glass pitcher? Was he on his way to make a drink? I don't know. Oh no, but he's a vampire, which means expensive silver, not ring. Oh, fair enough. Shame ring. Shame! 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 Well, it's a nest of vampires. You can't complain about clearing this lot out, Julan.
Die! Kill him.
You see? We've purified the Ancestral Tomb, and I have contracted horrific haemophilia. Oh, that's sneaky, isn't it? It appears as a blue icon instead of a red one. That's on purpose, isn't it? Restore fatigue 1 point. It's why my fatigue's coming back a bit quicker than normal, but yeah, it's they've done that deliberately. I can't remember if it was like that in the original game. I don't think it was, but they've done that deliberately, so that you won't spot it immediately in your bar of effects, so that there is a chance that you might miss it by accident if you didn't see the message, and then you'll end up waking up one day as a vampire and be like, "Oh shit." As it should be, really. I mean, the fact that you get a little message, I guess, is a it's barring to gameplay. Basically, really, it's allowing the player a little bit of control if you really don't want to become a vampire. Which, let's face it, in Morrowind, you kind of don't.
Do I care?
You have a chance to spot it and avoid it, but admittedly, really, if we're being realistic about it, you shouldn't know you've got perfect haemophilia until it's too late, really, should you? However, we do know we've got it, so I'm gonna just quickly neck a potion, which should fix it, I hope. Yeah, that's done it. All right. Anyway, so. Right, so Julan, you see, we cleared out all the vampires, and I'm taking these as payment from the ancestors for my services. I think that seems fair to me. I don't know about you. You probably don't, do you? Just because you're an Ashlander, no job. Right. Anyway. We need to go this way, actually. Apparently you don't even care. You're just having a little sing-song there instead. Whatever. We haven't really had a chat in a while, have we? I wonder if you've got any new topics to talk about. Thank you for training me, Fathers. I can see I'm improving already. I suppose I just need someone else to encourage me and check my technique. But I was thinking, I don't really know much about you, except that you're a freelance adventurer. Will you tell me a bit more about yourself? How did you come to Morrowind? On board a prison ship, actually. You're a convict? By Zero, you're not on the run, are you? Yeah, I'm planning to use you as a hostage, hijack a Silt Strider, and go on a murderous rampage. I'm going to say that just because I'm a sarcastic bastard. What? Oh, you're joking. Hilarious. So, what actually happened? I was released. I'm an ex-con now. Released? Here in Morrowind? As if the Empire hasn't done enough damage without deciding to dump their criminals on us. Yes, I should have kept my criminal tendencies. I should have kept my criminal tendencies overseas and left you to get eaten by clan fears. Indeed. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it personally. You seem like a good person, I think. I think, yeah. So are you guilty of whatever it was you did to get locked up? I mean. I'm tempted to either go with this. Because whatever Fathers did, he probably actually did it. I don't think he was framed. He might say he's been framed, but I don't think he was. I think he did something pretty nasty, and the guys who made him do it actually just ratted him out. And that's how he ended up in prison in the first place. But I think we're going to go with the line that we were framed, because he wouldn't admit it, right? He'd just be like, yeah, no, I was framed. Someday there will be vengeance. I believe you. I'm not sure why, but I do. You see? Because I'm a good liar, that's why. You've been a good friend to me, helping me out like this. And I'm loyal to my friends, and even if you were lying, I'm willing to judge you on your present actions, no matter what you did in the past. So, shall we get going? Right, anything else? I wonder if you'll give me different answers about stuff now. We are the true people of Morrowind, the only ones left uncorrupted by foreign influence. We alone keep faith with the traditions of our ancestors, but the invaders have stolen our fertile land and... Yeah. City dwelling swits, etc., etc. Disturbing dreams? Ugh, your dreams just get stranger, don't they? Word of advice, never mention them to my mother. She'd insist you told her everything, and then spend hours dissecting every pointless detail. Once I dreamed that I was being chased by giant spiders, and she had me praying to Mephala for weeks, convinced it was some kind of message. Sometimes a giant spider is just a giant spider. What about your mother? She used to be a wise woman with the Ahemusa, but now we live apart from the camp. I suppose you'd be called a Mabrigash now. People often say that wise women who live apart from the tribe are witches who wield dark magic and steal men's life essence, but my mother only uses magic for good purposes. Excuse me. Hathua Zain Subani. If Clarence wants an Ashlander informant, why didn't you yeah, we've already... Why don't we have a drink? I don't think so. Within the ghost vents. You spent much time there? I wonder if it's as bad as the Armatures say. Have you ever seen an ash vampire? Nope. And I don't much care to. Proper tools. In order to repair your weapons, I need a good armorer's hammer. I just can't work with cheap hammers aimed at apprentices and journeymen. Anything better should be okay. Do I have anything I can use? No. I keep forgetting you can do that, actually. Rumors? They call them corpus beasts. They come from Red Mountain. Once they were men, then blight storms come. They walk in storms. They get sick, grow fat, and stupid. Now they wander like mad beasts. Killing and eating. Very, very bad. Indeed. Advice? I'm not very good at giving advice. It usually just makes things worse and people get mad at me. Weird dreams. We already do that one? I think we did. Alright, whatever. Moving along. You're boring me now. Let's see. Aha! I believe this is what we're looking for. What does it say? Mount Kend. Almora Pelagia Vivek. Molag Mar Mount Asani Bibi. Let's see. Hello, Mr. Saltstrider. Please don't stand on me. I wonder if I should get that mod installed again that allows you to travel in real time on Saltstriders, although I imagine it wouldn't work with this idiot, unfortunately. But yeah, that was a cool mod. I tried it out once, and it basically made it so that you could travel on Saltstriders and boats in real time instead of just fast traveling on them. Still, obviously, quicker than going anywhere on foot. But it looked really cool. It was especially the boats. If you went on like a round trip around the island and stuff. And there was even a plugin for it that made it compatible with Tamriel Rebuilt as well. Freaking really good mod, actually. I think it even worked for the gondolas too around Vivek. That was also really cool. I don't know, maybe I'll have to get it reinstalled at some point. But yeah, if we're with Julan, it probably won't work. So. Right, well, here we are, Molag Mar. Such as it is, might as well have a poke around while we're here, I guess. So. A bit empty, isn't it? Oh, hello. What's that lot? Well, they seem to be the only other people here, so might as well go say hello. Who are you? I am Tovus Verelnim, house cousin of House Redoran. Are you here about the combat arena? What's a combat arena? I am the Redoran in charge of the Molag Mar combat arena. The arena is still in the planning stage. And Galsagindu is in charge of that. Nothing has been built yet, but Archmagister Bolvin Venim has personally approved this project. If this arena is successful, we will build another in Aldrune. Our Redoran children need to see and experience combat. They have been coddled too much. The next generation of Redoran warriors will grow up having fought and killed before they become adults. What do you mean? I've been acquiring and training slaves for gladiatorial combat. They will fight each other, but they will also fight and die in battle against our Redoran youth. It will not be murder. The slaves will be armed, and the children may be wounded fighting them. But without danger, the lesson is no deeper than weapon sparring. They must learn to deliver that killer blow in the heat of battle or risk their own life for hesitating. In this way, they will grow up to be ruthless in battle as they should be. I don't know what I think about that. You're not Redoran, so it really doesn't matter what you think. Archmagister Venom personally approved this because he agrees our Redoran children must not grow up weak. You know, even though you are not Redoran, you could help us. One of my slaves has escaped, an Argonian named Gil. He's an Argonian. I personally captured down near Tyr while raiding across the border with a group of house-dress slave hunters. Returning from Black Marsh with some captured slaves, we were ambushed by some Argonians. We fought them off, but not before Gil killed one of the Dres. I held him down while another put the slave braces on him. Gil had spirit, I'll say that for him, so I led him back to Vardenfell, where I knew he would show promise as one of my gladiators. How did he escape? I don't know. I still have his slave key, but he disappeared a few weeks ago. He left a note swearing he would kill me, punish Molag Mar, and free all my slaves. He prayed to Molag Baal, so perhaps he has some cultist friends, or maybe he received help from the Twin Lamps. I don't have the time to go searching for him and leave off the training of my gladiators. He has been sighted near Molag Mar recently, so maybe layering around here. For one clever enough to escape my grasp, Gil is acting stupid now. Stupid? Stupid because he is within my reach. Locate Gil for me, agent. I don't want him captured, though. Kill him. The other gladiatorial slaves need to see that they have no hope of escape and no reason to try. Teach them this lesson by destroying Gil and their false hope. I will reward you well. What do you say? I am no assassin. That's a good one. Yeah, pull the other one, Fathis. I am no assassin, he says, and he's all his Morag Tong gear. I will find and kill Gil. I am no assassin. If you want it done, do it yourself. I will locate Gil and help him escape Morrowind. Instead, I will find Gil and convince him not to retaliate against Molag. Honestly, my sympathies are with Gil, having been locked up in a dungeon for God knows how long, being released, and my sole goal being vengeance upon those who put me there in the first place. I kind of see where Gil's coming from at the minute, really, if I'm honest. I really do. I mean, I don't necessarily care enough to help him, but, you know, I think I'm going to kill him. Do it yourself. You're either stupid or weak. Probably both. Don't start it, mate, honestly. I will go for that taunt button, and you will be so very sorry. Doesn't matter either way. I'll get someone else to do it. You're unwilling, or make the time to take care of Gil myself. And I'm not going to kill him anyway, because frankly, that's Gil's job. If Gil wants to come back and murder this annoying little shit in his bed, then it's up to Gil. I won't stop him. Who are you, anyway? What are you doing here? What can I do for you? Seen Gil anywhere? Wouldn't mind having a chat with him if I can just randomly find him. Slave that escaped from my master, that's all I want to say. Wait, your master? You're a slave too? If you give me that bastard Tovis' slave key, I can free myself and all the other slaves. I was never able to get that key to put in a mold, and I have a copy made. Like I was able to do for Gil's different key. Aha. Or else I would have escaped long ago. Almost every night he was on top of me and I had to pretend to enjoy it. Oh god, yeah. Sometimes thought of killing him in his sleep, but if I didn't kill him with one blow, my life would have been even more, yeah. It's by name the only thing from my earlier life that I've been allowed to keep. He's right there, please don't want to make him angry. Not the twin lamps. Don't trust you enough to talk about that. What if you did, though? Like you, but not enough to tell you that. It's privileged information. Man. Really? I'm beginning to suspect no amount of persuasion will actually help with this, but nevertheless, I'm going to try it. I can't cast any of this shit, can I? Because I have no magicka. Bother. Where's my robe? There. One of these will do. Could I get that off him? Could I? Is my sneak good enough, you reckon? Although, isn't pickpocketing a separate skill in this game, or is that Daggerfall? Well, hand to hand, blah 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 blah. Sneak. Ah, skilled sneaks are also adept pickpockets. I don't know, man. 41%, 41 sneak. Is that good enough? Do you reckon? Probably not. Either way, I'll save first, but still. I need a better charm spell. I really do.
3 rights and duties.
Oh, no, twin lamps. I do not know if they really exist. It is said they help slaves like us escape. Until you arrived, I did not believe I would ever leave this place. And who are you? You're an Ordinator. Oh, an Ashlander. I thought I could smell something. More like Mar. More like Mar. Excuse me. It's the ash. I'm sorry. Molag Mar's Stronghold is a combination frontier garrison and pilgrimage hostel, jointly staffed and maintained by the Tribunal Temple and House Redoran. Both the Temple and House Redoran have garrisons of elite volunteers here to defend the stronghold. It's not much of a stronghold, is it? It doesn't even have battlements. Pilgrims use the stronghold as a base from which they can attempt the difficult and dangerous pilgrimages to the Mount Cand and Mount Asani Bibi sites. I almost said shites because I thought it was going to say shrines, but actually it says sites, and sort of nearly got caught halfway there. To the north in the Molag Wastelands. Good, great, awesome, fantastic. Anyway, so moving on. I want to see if I can get this key. I don't like slavery, Julan. Even I have standards. Having you with me is not going to screw this up somehow, is it? No, don't walk back over there. I've heard a lot
about you, Outlander. Go ahead.
Have you indeed? Oh dear. Right, we'll try it, shall we? Why not? He doesn't even have the fucking key!
You're finished.
Out of curiosity, whatever. I'm gonna reload it in a second, but... Man, that armor does a lot for his damage resistance, doesn't it? My god. I want to just kill him quickly. And see if he's got the key on him. Okay, so it's there. It's just my sneak skill is so abominably crap I couldn't find it on him. That's unfortunate. So there's two ways around this. Well, it's potentially only one way around this, but maybe another. He might have a second key if I can find where he lives. But that's a bit of... I'm kind of grasping at straws there a bit. Otherwise, the only alternative is to just taunt him into finding me. And then I can kill him like that. Which would be admittedly fairly easy. I don't know. I mean, where would he live? He'd be probably in one of the garrison bits, right? Saturing the Nordsmith. Actually. Who are you? Mask. I'm Mask. Everyone here in Molag Mar is involved with the temple outposts or pilgrimages in some way. Is there some specific place nearby you'd like to visit? Who the hell are you? You're a priest, apparently. Molag Mar is the rocky, uninhabited wilderness interior of southeastern Vardenfell. Molag Mar is the only settlement, and it's more a fortress than a village. Pilgrims come here to visit Mount Cannon and Mount Asani Bibi, but they can't travel without well-equipped, heavily armed escorts. There are no paths and ravines. Ridges and lava pools make it impossible to travel straight over land, and if you get into trouble, you're on your own. I see. I'm Satring. This is Molag Mar. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway. Ooh, Master's Armorer's Hammer. I didn't want to buy all of them. Good grief. Although, oh yeah, no, 300 gold. That's more than I'm willing to part with. I'll take one of them, though. And I'll take, like, one random. And one of those as well. 70 gold. Anything I can give you in return? Oh, you take glass? Oh, you would have thought he would, but I guess it counts as an alchemical ingredient, so he won't. Glass Jink Blade, that I never remember to use. Fiend Tanto. It weighs virtually nothing, though, so I might as well keep it. There's nothing else I've really got that I can sell him, is there? You take... Do I have more coins by any chance? No, like... That currency, it's fairly safe to say, is long out of circulation. Alright, whatever. Let's see. Proper tools. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you.
So does that mean you can now do... you could do armor stuff there. So, like what? Can you... Maybe I have to leave the dialogue and come back. Oh yeah, repair, there we go. Actually I think that might have been there anyway, but never mind. I'm just blind, sorry. It's called it's a condition, alright, let's play a blindness, it's a thing. All Let's Players temporarily suffer a -5 to perception as soon as the microphone's switched on. It's just one of those things. Right. So I can pay you now to... Can I get my gold back off you, though? That's the question. Can I just take it back off you? Let's see. If I wanted to get you to repair gold brand... No, glass greaves will cost me 25 gold. And the gold does not appear in your inventory for companion shares. So yeah, that is a bit pointless because I don't want to just give you gold for repairing my stuff, Julan. I mean, unless I'm really desperate, I guess it's useful if something like outright breaks and I need it repaired straight away and we're in a dungeon or something, I guess that's quite useful, but otherwise, yeah. Relatively cheap stuff I guess you can repair now. And I will try my luck with my own set of hammers here for the rest. Which is, you know, almost nothing, but hey. Actually, can you give me another one of those?
Here?
There you go. There you go, repaired. And that was way cheaper than actually paying someone to do it, so... There we go. Good as new, almost. I should probably keep using this in the meantime, just get my magicka back up, shouldn't I? Keep popping that. Right, okay, moving on. So, Armatures Stronghold. It's not where the Redoran guys live, is it? That's the boy in Armatures. Because we're going to look around while we're here. Tildros Indaram. God, you guys look weird when your eyes are closed. Yeah, we go. Good to see you again, Father Sylvan. Background. I'm Tydros Indaram of the Buoyant Armatures. My family served Lord Vivek as Buoyant Armatures for many generations. In fact, both my brothers are Buoyant Armatures too. My eldest brother, Byra, is head of the Buoyant Armature garrison here at Molag Mar, at Molag. The Molag Mar, interesting. The Molag Mar, apparently that's how you say it. The Molag Mar. And my older brother, Giras, is also a Buoyant Armature here. We're a small military order of the Temple exclusively dedicated to and answering to Lord Vivek. We serve the Temple as champions and knights errant. We pattern ourselves on Lord Vivek's heroic spirit of exploration and adventure, and we emulate his mastery of the varied arts of personal combat, chivalric, courtesy, and subtle verse. Our main function here at Molag Mar is to protect the victim. The victims? What? Where did that come from? The pilgrims. Wave the sword. Don't grasp it all yet, but hope someday Olms Drathen is the best sword fighter I've ever seen, and learning from him is a gift. Morrowind lore. Misshapen monsters and diseases called Blight Disease are spreading from Red Mountain, a volcano where the devil Dagoth Ur and his ash vampires live. There's a camp of outlast Ashlanders south of Molag Mar, except they say they are not outcasts, but are true Ashlanders founding a new tribe. They chose Temple land to do it on, though, so I heard that it's causing some problems for the Molag Mar Temple steward, Farah Rothaloth. Interesting. We might be spending a bit of time in this region by the sounds of it. There's lots of stuff to do. It's weird, you know, side quests are such a rare thing in Morrowind. Watch out for small camps of outcast Ashlanders. They prey on careless pilgrims. There's a large Ashlander camp beyond Mount Cand and Mount Asana Bibi to the north. The Arabanimson camp. Yeah, I've been there. They're not very hospitable. No, they're not. We're more or less at peace with them at present, so don't rile them. Okay, well, alright. Nice chatting to you.
What is it, Sarah?
Oh, Vera Andoram. You got a full set of glass. I want a full set of glass, to be honest with you, mate. It looks kind of cool. Very busy right now, so I hope this is important. I'm Vera Andoram, Deputy Marshal of the Buoyant Armatures. The Indoram family has faithfully served Lord of Vex, Buoyant Armatures, blah, 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 blah. Yep. Way of the Sword? Amazing, isn't it? I asked Olms here to train my people in the Armatures Stronghold and his sword fighting techniques, but none of us are even close to the level of mastery he is. Well, he has, but we've learned so much. I don't know. Olms. Okay, Olms. He sounds interesting. Giras Andoram. Venus Sethandas.
Is there something you need?
What is it, Sarah?
Excuse me. Vesa. Odron Omoran. Drains Nalas. Oh, hello. Who the fuck are you? I can't even talk to you because you're too far. Come a bit closer. Or Vuvil Senim. Who's the... Right, there's a bug with Morrowind. With doors. I think it's because of the code patch or something. But even if you're behind a door, you can't talk to people. Good to see you again. Again? Oh, of course, yeah, because I do a little of this, little of that. Right, well, you don't have anything interesting to say anyway by the looks of it, so never mind. Although you might do, because he was a prisoner and all, but I guess not. So where the flippin' heck is this Olms fellow? Ah, Olms Drathan. Greetings, Dark Elf. I am Olms Drathan. You have come to talk with me about the Way of the Sword, or are you from Cyrus? The true Way of the Sword is the craft of defeating the enemy in a fight and nothing other than this. Too many others discuss theory and concentrate on techniques with the hands. Even though they seem skillful to watch, they haven't the slightest true spirit or strategy. Whenever you cross swords with an enemy, you must not think of cutting them either strongly or weakly, just think of cutting them and killing them. Be intent solely upon killing the enemy. This does not mean to be inflexible. You must use deception and strategy. Knowing the proper techniques is also vital. Also, I do not wish to seem like the Way of the Sword is solely my creation. In the first era, the Red Guard Frandar Hunding wrote the Book of Circles, where he taught the philosophy of the Way of the Sword. However, to my knowledge, I am the only master of it in all of Vardenfell and can summon a spirit sword. I have adapted the way in ways Hunding would not have anticipated so long ago. God, that was a difficult sentence. Spirit sword. The sword singers of the Red Guard first learned to do this in their land of Yokuda millennia ago, but that knowledge is considered lost today. But I've learned myself through training and devotion to the Way of the Sword, the forms of discipline that allow me to create a spirit sword. This is a form of magic or mind mastery whereby an image of a sword is formed from pure thought by concentrating, and it takes shape in hand. I have heard that it was usually a pale thing of light, misty and insubstantial. Such a sword is a thing of beauty and a symbol of devotion to the Way of the Sword, but not a real weapon. However, some sword singers of the highest mastery could form a spirit sword which was much more than light. It was a blade of true power, a blade which could never be taken from the wielder without also taking his mind. Such a spirit sword I have learned to form myself through ultimate training, but it is not a trick to show off, so I reserve my spirit sword for true need. This is all getting a bit weird. A great swordsman goes beyond the fetters that training, techniques, or practice can become. Ultimate training internalizes the practice to the point that it becomes completely natural, and so on and so forth. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. Something, something. Okay. We talk about focusing your chi next, aren't you? Yeah, stuff. Deception. Deception is doing something unexpected by your opponent and surprising them. Once surprised, your opponent's mind will be taken and their skill undone. Strategy. In my strategy, the important thing is to suppress the enemy's useful actions, but allow their useless actions. But doing this alone is defensive. First, suppress the enemy, foil their plans, and then command them directly. You will need to be properly trained and practiced in the right techniques to do this. Techniques? Technique is vital in the way of the sword. Your stance, your gaze, your footwork, how you hold your sword, how you cut, how you parry, and so on and so forth. I can train you in proper techniques if you are interested and worthy. Oh, of course you can, yeah. There you go. Training. Ta-da. I bet you're like Longblade 100 or something crazy, aren't you? Train Julan. Oh, hello. That's an interesting option there. What about Cyrus? Cyrus is a red guard who has come here to Molag Mar to challenge me to a duel. He does not think I am a master of the way of the sword and that I am insulting his race and their sword singers by saying I am. He is wrong, I merely state truth. I will take a duel to prove this to him. I know. But what I do not know is if he seeks a duel of insult or a duel of honor. In a duel of insult, one of us will die. In a duel of honor, we will contend until honor is satisfied. There is no insult since I only speak the truth. I am a master of the way of the sword, although, of course, I have not mastered it. A true follower of the way follows and learns until they die. So, while I prefer a duel of honor, it is Cyrus's choice as challenger, and I will accept either. Also, I do need someone neutral to contact him. Since you are not from Molag Mar, could you go see him and find out which duel he seeks? Yeah, alright then, I suppose. I'm kind of curious. Thank you. Cyrus may be found in the canal works of Molag Mar. Ask him which type of duel he seeks. Then return and tell me. He and I shall work out the time and place then. What about training Julan? You would like to pay me to train your friend. Which skill should I look at training him in then? Longblade. Durr. Julan's current level in Longblade is 50. It will cost 250 gold to train him in the skill you currently... Oh, that's well cheap. Although I don't have as much gold as I thought I did, to be honest. There you go. Can I train him again? 260. Might as well grab Julan a few levels here. I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for the fact that I have to train him in order to continue the main sodding quest. I'm not going to get anything out of this Zansubani chap until you're trained, unfortunately. I like the boy in Armatures. They're brave fighters and can take a joke, unlike Ordinators. Trading. Must train, but can't move. Okay. Have to wait till tomorrow then. What are you even equipped with right now? Yeah, the Daedric Gold Claymore. I almost forgot. I did forget, actually. Yeah, you probably... Yeah, I think we'll keep training your Longblade, actually, because you'll be more useful with that. Could train your Marksman. Possibly should. However, the problem with that is, with Marksman, is if I keep having to re-equip you with more arrows all the time, and that will get very annoying very quickly. It would keep you out of harm's way, though.
There's someone watching me.
I'm so hungry. I could eat a rat.
I don't know. What time is it? 3 p.m. Okay. So, Cyrus in the Underworks. It's significantly cheaper to train you than it is to train me, mate. Bloody hell. 260 gold cost me like 1,500 to train me. Then, of course, that's because I am the master and you are the student. The canal works. Okay. We still haven't found this dude's quarters, and I'm beginning to think we probably won't ever. Nevertheless, I still want to keep looking, because he's a bit of a dickhead. And I mean, I'm a dickhead too, but it's different. Alright? It's different. Because it's me. And this guy, I feel, has insulted me slightly. Not to mention what he has done to his slaves also insults me slightly.